My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. It's time to go in with Lunar Coven, damn again. I mean, Lunar Coven's my lead this time. I'm not sad about it at all, it's just... I guess they're overrepresented in the clans that I'm yet to complete. So we've got Arduin as our lead, we've got Little Fade as our follow from the Melting Remnant, we've got Bogworm's Growth. Permanently add 1 capacity to a random floor after each battle. 2 copies of Gravity for some backline damage. Literally just target anyone, but I often refer to this as backline damage just because you really need some. Just anything that says deal X damage and it doesn't say to a random or to the frontline enemy. Perfect. 2 copies of Hallowed Drippings in the base deck. We'll see if we can do something with those. And Paraffin Thug, 1 Ember, 2 size. Slay, gain 30 Ember. Ember, sorry, not Ember, it is gold. Oh, yes, Arum! Yes, that's going to be incredible. Unfortunately, Chosen of Savagery at the end could be a bit annoying. We're probably going to be doing a bunch of reform nonsense to try and help deal with that. And then Archeon Scion of Savagery and Kale. I mean, the unfortunately isn't really that it's Chosen of Savagery, it's that I'm not seeing either of the new bosses. I'm still really hyped to see them every single time. They made this game so good. They did it. They did it. They made the game gooder than the first one. Let's check out the artifact first. Oh! Oh! Abyssal Prism! The first time you target a friendly unit with a spell, non-move effects also hit other friendly units on the floor. Moon Ritual will phase every time for all of it. I have the best moon cycling build of all time. A 0 cost that will phase for as many units as there are on the floor, as well as applying that much conduit. Sick. Disgusting. Ooh. So we've got Mystic Hammer with the ability of Shadow Cast. Phase a new moon every 3 turns. Has a higher health value, gets some more damage. And then Battleborn. Slay, permanently gain Conduit 1. I don't love permanent gain stuff. Maybe this is like a block in my own thinking, right? But I tend to look at it and it always feels like if you pick it up anywhere other than like the first available opportunity to gain that card or that upgrade, then it's not gonna be good enough and maybe you should just barrel down the other lines instead. Like, it really strongly changes the way that you play the game as well, like to sit there every turn optimizing for a specific character to get specific slays. But also, maybe that's just a block in my thinking, right? Like, maybe getting all of the other lines and then a level of Battleborn right before the very end just to get a little bit more conduit is what a certain deck needs. Maybe I undervalue the possibility of going into that late. Anyway, I'm gonna pick it here because it's early enough to take permascaling. Completely invalidate what I just said. Higher Dampener, -1 energy per turn. How do we feel about that? We're not good at damage. Our board's not good. So I do have to be worried. Forsaken Few, great. So thinning out their numbers, I just want a tank, and then I want Paraffin Thug, and then I want another tank, and then I want a dude. Right? I think the Forsaken Few coming in lots of 4. So this would mean that both Arduin and Paraffin Thug get a slay, but maybe I should prioritize Arduin. I'm going to prioritize Arduin because I'm more incentivized to get Conduit on the bottom line so that I'm ready to cast spells at enemies as they enter. Right. Well, I forgot about the whole, the Fallen Champion of it all. Which definitely changes everything that I should want to do. Dang. I can get some damage here. And then I've got hallowed drippings that are not going to be useful. Yeah, this clan combination is going to have a little bit of difficulty with the first fight. Uh-huh. I mean, there's the moon. Okay, there we go. That's the lot of 4 that I was looking for. I know it happens somewhere. So there's some gold on that floor. Let's for some additional conduits. We'll lose our front line here, and then I'm going to have to reform them next turn, and then they're going to have 1 turn. I think I just have to keep reforming my units as the enemies ascend. I think that's really the only way I can get around this. We're getting good gold. I'll say that. We are getting very good gold numbers. The numbers on our gold? Good. 11 damage ascend. I can take a turn's worth of damage for us, and then that allows me to hit Astrael a couple of times, which is nice. I don't think I need to play the additional Spear Steward. In fact, I think it's actively bad for me. So attack, 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 slay. And then it's just doing fighting Forsaken, but Forsaken has a bunch of sap on at the moment. We're not going to be able to conclude it in a couple of rounds up here. I almost feel like maybe I should, like, take out my own unit. Oh, unfortunately, that also hit the Paraffin Dog. Right, of course. Oh, I want the sleigh there, so I don't want to do that. Ugh, this all sucks. Alright. I hope I have the ability to use gravity on my own Shield Steward next turn, so that then I can play a Primitive Mold to replay, hopefully, this Shield Steward. Honestly, it's probably going to have to be my Pyre that finishes off this job. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it well. Alright. Actually, it's probably Primitive Molds, throw you on the top floor, then Hallowed Drippings to give you a bunch of additional damage and turns alive. That's probably my best. Even more turns alive, and then some Moon Ritual that doesn't matter to you at all. Alright, let's see how much damage we take to the Pyre. Ow! My Pyre. Okay, so I think probably the only way I was going to get out of that without being hit directly in the Pyre is if I used the gravity on early turns to use to overstack our floors, and then just get enough stats on a single floor that I can push through. Moon Pixie, hello. Yeah, if I'm getting additional capacity constantly, it is very easy to take a Moon Pixie. And that's just a lot of conduit, which is a lot of damage on our Mage Blade as well. Molt Encasement for stealthing our units. We do need health. Or we need stealth, maybe. Whiplash is also an option. Apply 10 damage and Burnout 2 to a friendly unit. That's Burnout 2 to all friendly units on the floor, as well as 10 damage to. I mean, Purifying Cleanse does the same. Let's take the Molt Encasement first, though. Merchant of Steel, Lunar Coven. I could justify going Merchant of Magic, Remnant Banner, but I am pretty terrified. If I had a really good spell for casting on one of my minions, like maybe if I took that Wicklash, I could justify going directly to the Merchant of Magic instead, but I almost feel like I have to go Lunar Coven and then maybe Merchant of Arms Pyromates for the second area, just due to how bad that first fight went. Titanite Multi-Strike, pretty good ones. I mean, Multi-Strike on the Paraffin Thug gives us the ability to just farm gold out of you. I mean, the Astrologer Moon Cycle gives you additional damage. I Moon Cycle so ridiculously constantly. Lunar Priestess would also be pretty good at contributing to that, but let's first take this. I want gold. Because this is an end game build, but this guy is just going to give me a bunch of gold in the meantime. I'm happy to reroll looking for quick as well. Dualism's pretty damn good. Dualism, the Molten Encasement's ridiculous. It was 90.95. I could sneak a Smidge Stone in here so that I have the ability to... What units really want to be next to one another enough that I need to Smidge Stone them? I could also even just Dualism the Moon Pixie. Throw the Conduit on there as well, and then just have, like, the best additional unit to throw on that line. No, with the amount of reforms we have in the deck, Molten Encasement having Dualism is just... That's a full defensive strategy already locked in. I don't need to mess with that. I will still give the Conduit to the Moon Pixie, though. The more I take advantage of all of the money that I got from the first fight with the Paraffin Thug, the more I can salve my soul from all the damage I took in that same fight. Enemy sent to a Titan Skin 1, that's seldom going to make a difference. Okay. So I want Astrologer Ardun, the Fey Pixie, and then a space for rebuilding. So if I go Steward you there, Steward, Astrologer, Ardun behind Astrologer. Oh, yeah, because you need to get a Slay as well. Perfect. So see on this bottom line, we're going to get Paraffin Thug to slay 2 targets, then this comes up to the next line, where hopefully by that time, Astrologer is ready to knock most of the health off of Sloven Knight, and then Ardun can secure the slay. Let's drop a Moon Pixie on the field, giving way more damage to Ardun. Then a Moon Ritual, phasing the moon 3 times, as well as giving us 3 Conduit for the floor. Pretty cool stuff. I will play out the Hallowed it depends when I draw the Molten Encasement as to whether or not I can play out the Hallowed Drippings, because I might need to reform someone and then play them on the bottom line and actually have them survive. I hope not, but it could happen. I'm gonna descend this guy first, because otherwise he just kills the Astrologer. And that kills the Astrologer. Unfortunately, they get a little bit of healing on the next one as well. That's pretty annoying. But I get a lot more damage out. And I have one more turn to draw my Molten Encasement. Good lord, that's pretty dire. I have exactly 1 turn I can draw the Molten Encasement for survival. Thank you. That's that Molten Encasement. Then let's send you down. Great, so I'm slaying both of these targets now. I can also use Moon Ritual on this floor in order to gain a ridiculous amount more conduit and damage. Hell yeah. And then if I chump with a spit... Well, actually, I could even chump with just the return from Primitive Mold. Yeah, that's better, because then I can reform that again later. And it gives Paraffin Thug another Slay on the bottom line. Hey, there's the Primitive Mold for the bottom line if I want to play it and let it live, but let's play the other one. Huge. I could take 1 damage here. I guess I'll just see if that... Yeah, it changes very little. I don't need to do that. Easier than trying to calculate it. Also, I'm playing both of these anyway, so it doesn't matter. There you go. Oh, how'd I get damage on the Molten? Oh, right, reform. That'll do it. That'll do it. No! Aldun didn't get the Slay. Bloody Moon is a lot of reach. And I'm gonna need more and more reach as we get further in the game with Seraph Eternus. Choosing of Savagery. Celestial Storm, not bad either. Obviously, Starstruck, Source of Days is also really good. I mean, damn. Take the Bloody Moon first, but I want to come back for all of you. Ooh! Ooh! I do love Entombed Explosive. I'm a big fan. Especially in a world where I'm reforming as much as I am, and I have as much capacity as I do, but it's up against Dripfall, and Dripfall is so good against flying bosses. It's ridiculous. Let's visit the Merchant of Arms, because if I can get like a quick for Arduin, that'll make it much easier for me to collect these Conduit Slayers. Same for Paraffin Thug. Obviously, there's, wow. You're kidding me. Iron Tongue? 2 Amber Sweep. 10 health to the unit as well. This unit's damage is set to 30 and it cannot be changed. Guess who would be the best sweeping unit in the entire game? A Paraffin Thug that sweeps all enemies for 30 damage twice, 60 damage, and gains 30 coins when he does the slays. I like it. I like it a lot. And even with a weapons cache, when you summon a friendly unit, draw an equipment, apply -2 to its cost, giving me the ability to not only make it deployable, but also reduce its costs, and justify getting more equipment, like, I don't know, maybe the Dusk Mantle for 10 additional health, and New Moon gives Titan Skin 5 to our frontline unit. I just gotta make that weapon cache deployable. So now turn 1 is Ardun, Weapon Cache, Astrologer, and Paraffin Thug. $20 health on the Paraffin Thug. I think it probably survives the first turn. I can't reroll and buy anything here, unfortunately. Let's visit this first. Fight Club. Oh, whoa, no, the boiler room's not here. That's the one I wanted. Fight Club mod. At the start of battle, I Fight Club mod to the 3rd floor. Really not what I want. 15 additional damage to all of our units that we play on the top floor. I don't know, this could be your first episode, but if it isn't, I think it might not surprise you to hear I almost never play units on the top floor. Unless they're there to farm additional value, or maybe they're a Spear Steward floor, like a Shield's, Steward's Quarters. Spell Sanctum, start a battle, play Spell Sanctum to the 2nd floor. Not half bad, actually. I can just play my Primitive Molds there. It does mean I can't play a different room there, but that's okay. And Mod the Train yourself, giving a 1 Ember, 20 damage Slay trigger to a unit, +1 capacity on the floor. Honestly, I think Bogworm's Growth kind of bypasses that, so I'll take Spell Sanctum, I think possibly for the first time from this event. Archeon's going to be pushing units, so we need to be ready with chumps to chump. Well, when I play my next unit. No, but what if I draw the Iron Song in the hand instead? Also, who's Ardun gonna slay if Paraffin Thug's killing everyone? I think Ardun needs to be on the bottom line. Am I giving the Astrologer health to the Dust Mantle? But then I can't play another defender there. Not like I have more equipment to draw out, so I don't need to play another unit on that floor necessarily, but... I mean, I kind of want to try and defend the Ardun. I think I treat the Astrologer as like a big chump block here. Just play you, get Titan Skin on you, and then just when you die, that's okay. And it better be okay, because it's happening right now. Oh, never mind, we got into New Moon, and now you're taking no damage at all. No damage at all. At all. At all. This is great. So Ardun's not going to get a Slay, unfortunately, but Paraffin Thug's going to get a whole mess of the bad boys. Unfortunately, if I send a unit, I kill all of my units on the floor. Oh no, I can hit him with the... There we go. Hit him with that first. Oh, and then they now want to descend instead. I see. What do you mean you can't move? Oh, right, it was a descent. All right, never mind. Never mind, I know what you mean by that now. It's because I want to also get the Moon Pixie on the bottom line, but I think I just have to relent on that one. I don't think I'm supposed to descend Archeon, who will then kill Ardun as a result. Okay, Dripfall will enable me to move you. What do you mean? Dripfall says descend. That should move you to the back of your floor. Move a unit, move down a floor and to the back of that floor. Maybe if you use it on a unit, I assumed it was going back, but I guess, oh no. You know what probably happened? I dazed all of them. I re-inverted the party order. God damn it. The Abyssal Prism's actually harming me. I took you to help me. I thought you would be my friend. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to reform an Ardun to do any work with them, which means I'm gonna get... Ugh. Yuck. Yucky. That said, if I have space for a Molten Encasement I played on the bottom line next turn, boom, we're off to the moon. So, how mad can I really be? Ooh, I can even get the Moon Pixie down at the bottom line. There you go. Well, yeah. And that's the Molten Encasement I was asking for. Let's get our reform on. Not what I was hoping to see. Oh, the shifting. Oh, the shifting. Come to me, money. Hey, there we go. We got an Ardun. Unfortunately, I mean, I can play this one with Hallowed Drippings to defend it, so that'll help. I'm fine losing the damage on Moon and Pixie. The Chosen Shield Bearer is sapping all of us, but Paraffin Thug can't lose damage, and the Astrologer gets more damage than it loses, so... no reason to really stop there. Come on, and there's that Molten Encasement. Boom. I'm feeling like Ardun's not gonna get that many permanent conduits left. I guess it's not Ardun's fault that the Paraffin Thug is here. Resin Blade. Interesting. Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1. Return to hand when the equipped unit is destroyed. It is an equipment. If I made, like, if I made Hallowed Drippings intrinsic, I would be able to easily just throw that on a unit. Gimme! Second Astrologer, no. Wickless Tycoon, definitely not necessary. Shade Guard, no, 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 no. I mean, I guess a second Astrologer is fine. It doesn't even have to be on Ardun's floor for the Astrologer to be sick. I think additional energy for deployment makes a lot of sense. Probably want to be cards after that. Merchant Magic Remnant Banner. Pyromane still has a lot of appeal, but that's a Merchant of Trinkets, and I've got 600 gold. Hierophant. Incant. Apply armor to friendly units. Silent units get +1 damage. Thanks. That's if that was available at the start, you know what I would have done? That. Lost luggage after the turn after the deployment phase, draw until you have 10 cards. Great. On deployment phase, discard any number of cards and then draw that many number of cards. The spells do cost 0 if they're played on the second floor. That could be okay. Ooh, Dante's Footstool. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck. The problem with this is my room card's already deployable. This would make my next room card come out onto the battlefield immediately, which could be okay. I don't think I need more gold, and at the start of the turn, fully heal champions. Not really relevant in a world where I have Hierophants. Trample is incredible, obviously. Trample on a unit that has Sweep is one of the most ridiculous things. Light to a friendly unit, Evergrowth. I mean, it's just the clear choice here. Damn, Ardun, I'm so sorry. I know I built this run to be about you, but then Paraffin Thug turned up, and he's actually way cooler than you. And he got a bigger car, and I've been talking... Look. Word gets around. I'm just saying. I'm saying exactly what you think I'm saying. Like a baby's arm. Stone of the Undying is going to give reanimate to the front line of all enemy troops. Do our discarding, because... yeah. Discard? Discard? Oh, okay, I should figure out how to do this differently then. I think I'm going to set up on floor 2 and 3. The reason being... oh no, because then I can't use weapons cache. Wait, hang on. No, I can. It just means the top floor has to be Astrologers and Ardun. Okay. Ardun, Astrologer... oh god, I got the Iron Tongue, we're okay. Astrologer... then, oh my god, Umbra Stone would target all of... ridiculous. It's not going to be relevant though, because Paraffin Thug goes on this floor. You get the Iron Tongue and Umbra Stone. We'll give Dusk Mantle to Ardun for the top line's sake. Play that for no reason. I'm not gonna equip Resin Blade on anyone just yet. So my goal is just to get a big old meat lad in front of Paraffin Thug. Burn out that calcified ember. I'm okay to take 1 damage. That's all. That's a lot of the primitive molds, unfortunately. Oh, you butt. It's only going to be the hunters, and they'll get slain by Ardun, so that's good at least. Moon Ritual, the top line. Oh, so it still only counts as 1 spell. Oh, that's unfortunate. Take the one that I otherwise couldn't collect. This next floor is going to be a ridiculous amount of gold for the Paraffin Thug. I've seen most of the primitive molds in my deck. Ugh, I don't have another one, so I really hope I get the Molt Encasement next turn. To be fair, it's 5 out of 6 to get it, right? I should be okay. There it is. Gold me up. 120 gold that turn. That works beautifully. We'll go back to the same molten encasement. This one has burnout 1, may as well play it to let it reform. With a more useful amount. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to give Resin Blades now to Ardun, because I also have a Hallowed Dripping, so this will give you the ability to collect more Slays as well. Ooh, you can't lower the damage of the Paraffin Thug, buddy. That's going to be handy for us. Both Slays for Ardun here on the top floor. Get a decent amount of turns of invisibility rather there. And perfect, we finish you off on the top line. I could send you directly to my pyre if you want. It's another Merchant of Trinkets next, isn't it? No? Oh. A lot of the time, Celestial Forge and Aviary back-to-back both have the Merchant of Trinkets. I was really happy to go there with... Actually, it's going to be even more than that is currently saying. Moon Cycle gain Conduit 1. That is a lot of Conduit gain for Ardun, and I probably will have the additional capacity. And also, Ardun gets more Conduit gain from more units being on the floor, so... I mean, we even phase more times for more units being on the floor. Resin Blades again, eh? If I can... Merchant of Magic, maybe I can justify it if I got a Merchant of Magic. It would be really good if the Astrologers could have those, and then Hallowed Drippings kept them alive. That would be incredible. Though it is also true, I desperately want minion upgrades. So I'm definitely going trinkets in the next area, which means Merchant of Steel. Yeah, I can hit 2 Merchants of Steel at the very end, and I should be okay with waiting until then. Let's check this Merchant of Magic. Like, Hallowed Drippings with Intrinsic? Who consume? Holdover Moon Ritual literally just so I have 1 every hand? Not bad. -2 cost Consume, and then I could also remove Consume. Do I really need that much energy in the middle of the fight? Almost never, no. So if I'm permanently removing Consume, I should probably do it from 1 of the Hallowed Drippings. Intrinsic. And Spell Chain! That's huge. So I'll hit Intrinsic and then both Spell Chain on Hallowed Drippings. Now I have the ability to play the Resin Blades at the very start and still keep my units alive. -1 cost from Emberstone. I mean, making Umbrastone a little more playable, just in case I draw it in the opening, is really... It's okay. It's really okay. It's absolutely fine. It's pretty good. It's pretty okay, actually. No, but Daze is something that I would hit with Permafrost instead. I'm going to hit it on the Hallowed Drippings, actually. +10. Let's increase the range of Gravity, Bloody Moon. I do want to increase the range of one of my spells. Celestial Alcove, in case it's ridiculous. It is... Oh boy. It's disgusting. Honestly, this might just be Large Mystery Box for the Forbidden Card Draw. Put 3 spells into a small gift box, and then I do have a dupe space next to me, so be able to pack a bunch of really cool stuff in and then dupe it, but I also want those cards to be available to draw immediately. Like, this one forces itself into my opening hand. It's going to be my dupe target. I'm never losing that top line. Give me the Large Mystery Box. Richard? And the Empyrean Well for another Hallowed Drippings. Unholy Alliances. Savage attackers protected by Dominion support means you'll need to be aggressive to win. Yes. Discard and discard. Drawing the Hallowed Drippings now isn't that great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our largest floor. That's kind of annoying. I think maybe it's like Ardun protects Paraffin, protects Astrologer for this bottom line. Okay, good. The Iron Tongue's huge. And then you get Resin Blade, because I already do have the ability to keep you around. Hallowed Dripping, Hallowed Dripping. Oh ho 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 ho! Hold the phone. I found the forbidden stratagem. Let me do exactly the same. Everything. Done discarding. There we go. You go there. Yes. And then that one. At the very back. Speaking of at the very back, let's get a Astrologer on this floor, and then I'm going to descend you. Perfection. Look at this beautifully overstacked floor. Also, if I have consistent enough draw for my moon rituals, having the 5 Titan skin does actually allow you to become a a reasonable tank. Before I do that though, hang on, it's got to be that first for the duping of everything. Oh no, if I put you on that floor and then gravity descend you, you die. Oh, but I can dripfall descend you, that's fine. Because you gain conduit when the moon cycle changes. Unfortunately, I couldn't... Yeah, no, I would have used the Abyssal Prism on a dripfall if I used that first, so I couldn't do that first. Although, I could play you first on the top line. There we go, found the correct order of the turn, don't mind me. You go there, you go there, then you go there, and you go right about there. Perfection. Burn out, burn out, burn out for our burnout units. I don't know, next floor, shield steward, spear steward, spear steward, I don't know, whatever. I could even get another spear steward to the very bottom line, overstack the floor ridiculously. It's not a bad idea, it's just another unit that I get to cast my spells on. Eclipse Chamber. Silent units gain plus 15 damage on resolve. I don't have any silent units. There isn't any key. Oh. I don't need to play the primitive molds for free. I have Ember to spare this turn. So instead I play them on the bottom line just for the armor they can provide. Damn. Oh. No. Wait, hang on. There's 6 units on this floor. Okay, Moon Pixie, maybe I can descend you later. I want to do the Moon Ritual as my hit, but also Umbra Stone for everyone having Trample would be very stupid. And I like stupid. Phase Blessing for 43 healing, or armor, rather, for all of our units on this floor. Yeah, I think so. I think I can probably find something I can do with that. We'll see, we'll see. Hallowed Halls. Absolutely not. Sorry, friend. Perfect. Get him! Yay! You even got the sleigh! Woo! Another Aurora Weaver? I don't know. I could mess around with something like that. How consistent is the build that I did in this version? Realistically, it comes down to... God. Stop saying realistically, Raps. Not everything is realistic. Fantastically. The Ardun only needs to survive the first turn, and like, Dust Mantle helps with that, but I don't have a huge amount of consistency on that, courtesy of only playing 4 units on that line, but it really depends on where I get my additional capacity next. Damn, like, Aurora Weaver, it's nice. Oh, but also, if you're just on another floor, you can just power up my spells for that floor by staying there. That's pretty cool. Whatever. God, Votivary is so good. It's so much draw, and it's so little cost, and it's so cute. Oh, look at this little guy. Look at want to pinch his waxy old cheeks. Stay away from the hands. The hands look wild. Let's get to a... Ooh. Ooh. Shadow's Sheath. I mean, armor is given to all of the units on the floor from our turn, so our backline units aren't necessarily that much more vulnerable. 3 damage dealt to enemy units if they move between floors. I mean, it's nice to take that just to catch, like, this battle having units that enter at the start of the battle, because then they just ascend and immediately die. I think I just want all of these. Help me remove some cards from the deck. Love that too. When it becomes New Moon, apply armor 10 to friendly silent units. That would happen so often. Unfortunately, I have 0 silent units in this deck. When a friendly unit gains burnout, gains +3 stacks. Neat heck is a lot more latitude on applying burnout to our own units. Dominating power is great, and it would make the Iron Tongue bottom line play for Paraffin Thug pretty stupid, ridiculous. Summon a random friendly unit from your deck. That would give us the ability to overstack a floor very easily, and in doing so also cause the weapons cache hit. But it could summon a unit that ends up blocking us in a way that's actually really annoying. Melee weakness 1 and spell weakness 1 on strike. I will say that is pretty wild, because the Paraffin Thug applying that to all enemies twice. Unfortunately, it happens after combat, because... Oh, that's actually probably the biggest problem here, is that I can't give you quick if I also do that. And with 2 Merchants of Steel that I'm about to hit, like, I am going to be looking for quick to add to you. You are my most consistent way currently in the deck for dealing with the savagery bottom line. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give the Astrologer the ability to summon another unit. Pulls Aurora Weaver, pulls... I mean, even if it pulls, like, a unit that's kind of annoying for me, I can just move that unit with my own movement abilities. I'm going to take the opportunity to purge the Spear Stewards. The Shield Stewards at least draw themselves into my opening hand, so they're chaff for the Judge Scales to cycle through. Okay, yeah, we definitely need the same bottom line setup. Ugh. Discard, done discarding. That's not great. Okay. I can do this. It's Weapons Cache with Ardun front, then Paraffin Thug, then this Astrologer summons a unit from the deck, gaining 2 more of our cards. Oh, it had to be the Votivary? Rude. Then this Astrologer goes on this floor and gets Drip Belts. Then... I mean, honestly, Resin Blade should go on... One of the Resin Blades, at least, should go on Ardun. Which is wild, because it means Dusk Mantle doesn't have a good target. I guess the Votivary is not going to slay, so it'll probably end up getting attacked. Maybe this Astrologer is also probably not going to slay. Okay. Let's do a bunch of shifting, and that. That worked out pretty well. I probably care more about Permanent Conduit. No, I'm about to go Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Steel. Give me as much money as possible. Paraffin Thug, you're doing great. I'm just gonna cast for additional defense on this floor. I mean, look, if you're gonna give me Umbra Stone to give ridiculous trample to everyone on the floor, I'm gonna take Umbra Stone and use it to give ridiculous trample to everyone on the floor. And you're not allowed to be mad about that. Oh, I can send you to this floor, but then I can't hit you with the Cosmic Bolt. Come on. Actually, I'll play the Aurora Weavers on a different floor before I do that. Yeah, we'll lose that Astrologer, unfortunately. That's the price of not slaying. That said, I do get the blade back. Hopper immediately on the other Astrologer. Formless Child, why don't you get me another... Capacity down there. Oh, because you can't, because you were played this turn, right. Hopefully someone kills you next turn, so I can get one of my random units back. If I Dripfall, do I get all of... Which units do I get from it? What? Oh. I understand now. Abyssal Prism. Actually, it's interesting. They wrote in the description for Abyssal Prism what Abyssal Prism does. The first time each turn you target a friendly unit with a spell, non-move effects also hit all of the friendly units on the floor. Gotcha. No problem. Understood loud and clear. What's that mean? Yeah, I'm fine to taste that floor. Oh, Moon Cycle triggers an additional time. Oh, right, you don't have... I've been trying to play around Dusk Mantle that you're not wearing. Yeah, I end up just losing Ardun to the Corruption at the end of this turn, which is okay. Oh, I even gave you stealth, and that's not enough to stop it. I guess you probably already had some stealth and you didn't need me. Well, now that that tragedy has occurred... Oh, I was really hoping I was about to reform the exact same guy. That would have helped. I want you dead so bad. Let's give you the Resin Blade literally just a refresh. Oh, right, of course I can't descend any of my units here. There we go, I killed the Vertebrae finally. Ooh, got back the Astrologer that summons another unit. Oh, turns out we've got enough damage to win this bottom line anyway. I have so many Aurora Weavers in this deck. I could have sworn I'd played you. Mooncycle triggers an additional time. All of them get 2 Mooncycle when the season changes. Let's get more Mooncycle by playing this on top, then. Yeah, there you go. 21, Conduit, 59, 59. They're just constantly going to pop up those Conduit +1s for a while. Neat. Oh, Wax and Spike. Burn out 7 friendly units. As soon as I draw this, I can just play it with 0, and it's enough to save that bottom line. I do kind of want capacity, but I'm going to take the draw. I can play around the capacity in so many ways. Much harder to play around draw. Removal here. There's a fair few cards in this deck that when I draw them, I'm like, ugh. Yuck. They are stewards first and foremost at the moment, though. I'm gonna cut 1 primitive mold. Steward soon. Multi-strike and large stone. Can't say large stone is especially appealing. Multi-strike on an astrologer is, though. I don't want to give the +14... I don't want to give the burnout to a unit, because Paraffin Thug, obviously I don't want to remove your ability to get quick. It gives 4 burnout to a unit, so it's not good for even getting the unit to die quickly, which is the usual big benefit there. I'll give a random Heartstone to one of the Aurora Weavers, because they don't really care too much for most upgrades they can get. There's the quick, and that solves our Seraphite Forest, Titanite. Unfortunately, the best targets for this Titanite are unupgradable. Ardun. And Ardun. Oh, maybe Ardun would wield it well. I can give Conduit Fire to a Vertebrae. Yeah. It's definitely armor 3 to friendly units on Hierophant here. I need you to help me for the defense. Empyrean Well. I kind of want to get another Molten Encasement just so I have the ability to give stealth to our bottom line comfortably. Unfortunately, I can't just play it and let it give stealth because it itself has stealth for the first turn. It's a little scary. Second Vertebrae is probably way too many Vertebraes. I think maybe another Hallowed Drippings. No, I need to draw Molten Encasement so badly so early. Why not get a second copy of it in the deck, make it much easier to draw? I'm gonna hold my money for the Merchant of Trinkets in the next area. It's possible I don't go to the Merchant. I should be okay with that. At least I can still cast everything on turn 1. Oof. Okay, I've got 8 capacity on the floor, but annoyingly it's the top floor, and I can't play on the top floor right now. Because I will lose. Hang on. Hold up. Is that true? Empty floor won't be... Bottom floor won't be empty. I literally just put the Paraffin Thug there. It gets stealth on turn 1. I give it the Iron Tongue. At that point, it's no longer... It can just stay on the floor by itself. Then I can play Astrologer, Ardun, all that kind of stuff on the top line. Yeah. I like that. Gives me the time to make the Astrologers really, really big. Oh, hell yeah. I also got a Moon Pixie up there. And I will go Dusk Mantle, and then multi-strike, and then Paraffin Thug, you have Iron Song on the bottom line, and then I even get to play a Moon Ritual before battle for a whole bunch of cycling. Hallowed Drippings, Hallowed Drippings, Hallowed Drippings, Hallowed Drippings, Hallowed Drippings. I think that worked out. Okay, I'm gonna play Molten... Ugh. No, top floor, you just survive by your own metal. I think middle line is where I'm gonna build like a big dualism floor. Because I do need to have units on this floor as well, so that when the amalgams are ascending, they don't see empty floors and just deal 5 damage direct to the pile. Okay. Aurora Weaver here, then Molten Encasement top line, then I give Moon Ritual, and then Bloody Moon my own Molten Encasement, then come back down to this floor, Crimson Moon brings it back, drop both Vengeful Shards, and then get a Molten Encasement on the second floor, ready to give additional stealth to the Aurora Weaver. Oh, hell yeah. Intent on death, trigger units extinguish ability without killing it. Sick. Unfortunately, Votary on the top floor, on the bottom floor. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, no, but Intent on Death would trigger all of the units on the floor. That's cool, too. Is that better? I don't think that's better. There's that Extinguish trigger. All's well with the rest of it. Oh, this top line's getting so much damage. They're so big. I'd love to justify removing this Calcified Ember. I think I can get away with it. Our damage on the top line is truly absurd. They can come up to the top line on full health, and I will smack them for having tried. On the Molten Encasement between floors. Yeah, second one of those was a good idea. The additional Mooncaller on the top line, doubling the scaling of the astrologers from every moon cycle, it's huge. That's going to be the final unit for that floor. Everything's set up. Let's get 5 moon rituals, then a 6th. 6th one was just for fun. This Bloody Moon does 60 damage. Yeah, it's not getting ridiculous, Conduit. Not that it needs it. Ooh, the larger I can make that Lunacy, the better. It's a lot of... Oh my god, no, the Lunacy. It'll target everyone for 4 shifts and 4 phases. That's the best available card for me to pick up in this deck. I need it after this fight, though. It's the only opportunity I have to get it. Oh, look at that beautiful damage gain. Stupid. Ridiculous. Absolutely absurd damage. As long as I don't give any spikes to them, I should just be okay, courtesy of my... well, not stealth, but just ridiculous damage on the top line. That terrifying amalgam, unfortunately, is going to be annoying, as it will get to deal 10 damage direct to my pyre, as, yeah, it will see some empty floors as it clears out those floors. If I could force it off the floor, I would. Starstruck won't do it, unfortunately. Alright. Here we go for another big Lunacy. Literally 200 damage for each of the astrologers just from playing this Lunacy on this floor. And also, they have multi-strike, so it's 600 for the front line, 400 for the back. Oh no, I didn't want to use that. Oh. Whatever, it literally can't matter. Yeah. Because pretty much the first time I attack here, all of the enemies die. Yep, that's it. It didn't even survive the first wave of our attacks. Moonlit Glaive. I think the question at this point has to be, do I need it? And the answer is yes. It is a little bit of a problem because it does remove the guarantee of drawing the Iron Tongue at the right time, which might push me in the direction of also removing the Dusk Mantle, just to help guarantee that. Engulfed in Smoke isn't bad. Move a card from the deck. It's time to get those Stewies out of here. Heal the buyer back up to full. No, but double remove as well as dupe a card. It's real hard to turn that down. I think I have to remove Dusk Mantle, but we'll see if I get something from Merchant of Trinkets that changes that. Unit cards without an upgrade cost -1. Aurora Weaver. Literally just the Aurora Weaver in the entire deck. No, thank you then. Versatile Ember Staff. Sure. Occasionally gives me an energy and a draw. Cleansing Waters, 50% chance to remove all buff effects from an enemy when it enters the train. Might as well. Oh, units get an extra upgrade slot. I am next to a Merchant of Steel, so that's really appealing. Start of turn, units get 5/5 if they're the only unit on the floor. That would affect only the health of the bottom line sweep guy, because unfortunately, he can't increase his damage in any way. Give me the extra upgrade slot. I think, like, what about dualism with the equipped item? No, Mage Blade can't be hit by dualism, neither can Burnout. Sorry, Burnout can, Multi-Strike can't. Obviously Sweep can't be affected by it. Titan Skin neither, although for some reason Titan Skin, I think there's a bug related to Titan Skin accepting dualism at the moment where it's not supposed to because it's a status effect. I think I Smidgestone the astrologer that summons another unit. I probably end up duping you as well. Dualism, I might as well just put that on the Moon Pixie. Heartstone, again, just a little bit of additional health for an Aurora Weave that probably doesn't need it. Hello, quick and multi-strike. Wow. Yeah, I'll make the other astrologer stupid. That one's daft now. In terms of card removal... Did I... No, I didn't remove the Dust Mantle yet. I have to do that. Had I already removed another card? Like, I removed one card and then, like, stopped halfway. You can split up the removals? I didn't think that was possible. I honestly think it's another one of those astrologers. Oh, actually, if I get another one of those astrologers, it turns out I could have gotten the Dusk Mantle out of the deck anyway. Oops. I almost don't want to dupe that just so it's not a mistake. It's not a clever thing to do. Wow. I really just want to get another copy of the really cool astrologer now. Oh, I also took Mage Blade. Never mind, so maybe I do actually need also summoning of stacking the floor. Yeah, it'll be good, it'll be good, it'll be good, it'll be good. Obviously, like, I probably should have given you a single upgrade before doing that, because you might as well just have it. Definitely cards worth purging. I think this Gravity at this point. And I don't need as many primitive molds as that, to be honest. Discarding. So I think we're just going to replicate last fight here. Hardstone hits top. There's Paraffin Thug with Iron Tongue bottom. Astrologer. For all the damage, then Astrologer summons friends. And then one more Astrologer summons one more friend. Molten Encasement. Yeah, I should look for a way to kill you quickly. Then I think probably, yeah, Moonlit Glaive immediately, because the Moon Pixie is on the floor and has 26 conduit and is giving 6 conduit to everyone else as well. The Astrologer's Moonlit Glaive gives it immediately another 250 damage. So yeah, especially because you're attacking quick, I'll give you that, and then I'll give your friends the other ones. Does Ardun maybe want one instead? Yeah. So things I can do for free on the top line, just immediately start playing all the Hallowed Drippings. Nothing needs to stop me from doing that. I also do want to get the Aurora Weaves on middle line, so that I can soon find a way to defend them additionally. Oh, no. Hold up. I play the Wax and Spike at the very end of the turn, and then I play the Hallowed Drippings afterwards. Because everyone will have Burnout, so it'll help keep them comfy. I don't think giving Trample to everyone on the top floor is really that relevant, but I want to do it. But also, if I give Trample to the Paraffin Thug on the bottom line, it does a little bit of additional damage to the Avowed Gladiators in the front. Trample won't matter on the top line. It just won't. We're doing like a fourth of the health of Seraph Eternus immediately. Let's make that a little closer to a third. Thankfully, I've got engulfed in smoke here for the midline. Exactly when I needed it. Moon Ritual top. Just enough Moon Ritual for fun. Bottom line's already doing okay. Don't need to mess in that. Wax and Spike top line again for even more damage and more burnout. 57 burnout on the units up here. Hell yeah. Votivary and Molten Encasement on the second floor, just to keep some stealth up. I'll do. I'm going to interrupt this broadcast for a second to tell you that I am currently living the dream. I am playing a roguelike deck builder with one hand on the controller and the other hand patting a dog. Puppy sitting at the moment. So I have Huey with me. Oh, King Charles Cavalier is absolutely adorable. Moon Ritual? Moon Ritual. I'm going to descend Seraph Eternus off this floor so I don't have to deal with Seraph Eternus being on this floor. Because it was doing damage to me in a way that I didn't like. I didn't appreciate it. I felt disrespected by the damage it was doing. It does 90 damage straight to Ardun just because if I don't prevent it from hitting, it does 90 damage. Drip ball? Yeah. Yeah, Dripfall dead one. Get him, boss. All right. I'm not getting any slays on Ardoon because this astrologer is stealing all of the kills. It's really rude, actually. I'm not getting any experience on front lane because you keep KSing. That'll do. There you go. Couple little more invincibility, why don't you? Oh, duality's attuned. On top lore, it does 500 damage. We've got enough for our frontliner to survive one hit. Sarah. Oh, thankfully you are also stealth this turn, so we're okay anyway. There we go, finally. Phase Blessing, 124 armor for all of our units. God, I would have loved a Phase Blessing in this deck. Oh, what a ridiculous draft that would have been. Another Howler Drippings for the top line. Another third of the boss's HP taken away. Ooh. Yeah, here's the worst part. Oh no, we have enough turns of stealth down here that I get rid of the amalgams before they ascend. Yay! That's huge! Or moon rituals for the top line should cover us. Yeah, I guess I can get a couple more turns of stealth down here. Why not? Oh no, Phase Blessing. Wait. Oh, I was about to say, is the Phase Blessing targeting everyone? No, it's not. It's just giving everyone armor because Ardoon is getting a single incant. I mean, they did admirably for a floor that had 0 damage. Oh boy. Duality for 690 damage direct to the boss to take him out. I mean... Can I make it 699? No, it goes all the way to 720. 725. Alright, I think I may have styled on you enough. Are you ready to die to a spell? Because unfortunately the astrologer gets a quick kill anyway, so it's not like Ardoon can get the slay. And we get to disclude one more card from this deck. Least useful additional card in that fight. Honestly, it was often the primitive mold. Clash with Titans. Absolutely, let's. No need to discard. How's bottom floor capacity? Still not that good. Yeah, we'll just get the Paraffin Thug down there, though I may need a chump blocker as well. Hopefully, draw any of the ones the deck is full of. Because I'm gonna need the Paraffin Thug not to take the corruption from killing enemy misshapen fiends. Just laughing because I know what happens if this summons the right unit. you're kidding me. Well, hey, the Moonlit Glaive is still good damage because the Conduit on Ardun at least. No, I don't even have the capacity. No. Oh, this is really annoying. That floor's bad. That floor's bad. I really just want one of those two units not on that floor. I can just put the Vertebrae, maybe the Aurora Weaver up there. Everything be so good. How do I fix this? I think I'm going like Aurora Weaver. Moon Ritual draw. Oh! Oh, perfect. Okay, Bloody Moon. I can now remove one of you and I can get the Moon Pixie up there. Should be the Molten Encasement, right? Oh, yeah, that's the one that I can reform for free this turn. So much additional damage on Astrologer just unlocked from the additional Conjure there. Then I can hit Primitive Mold for free on the midline. Drop a Molten Encasement to help defend the bottom line as well as extend the stealth down there so I don't have to worry about engulfing in smoke down there, giving me the ability to use Umbra Stone for trample. And then just Wax and Spike. Hallow Drippings, Hallow Drippings, Hallow Drippings, Hallow Drippings. Huge. Yeah, half of Entropy's health down that turn. By the time we see Savagery on the top line, we're probably going to be ready to kill it. Let's get a second Aurora Weaver out. Highlight you. Oh, this is a free Moonlit Glaive as well. Yeah, I'll give a Moonlit Glaive to Ardun. Extend your range, why not? Molten Encasement for the midline. Do I want to send Savagery past this floor to keep an Aurora Weaver alive? The Aurora Weaver will die in 5 turns just due to its corruption anyway. But I do a huge amount of damage to Savagery. 400, 1200. I almost kill Savagery. I mean, honestly, it's going to be Dominion at the end of the fight anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Although maybe I'll descend Savagery. Drew another Curse of Entropy after playing one. Had a... definitely going to want to drop Engulfed in Smoke and Hallowed Rituals up here. More than anything else, I do need my Sweeper on the bottom line to continue living. There's Entropy's health pool. Next turn, Savagery follows. Hang on. Really? Oh, for real, we actually don't get there. We are so close. I mean, Savagery will now die to Paraffin Thug, so that's good enough. Unfortunately, I have no conduit for the top floors, so the spells do nothing. Guess I'll throw them up there anyway. Just in case it helps me shave a turn. Not a huge fan of the Chosen Ardent here, but yeah, whatever. I don't want to daze the boss for a turn if I can avoid it. I get a second attack every turn if I keep Pyolite. Oh, I've only had a way of duping this Pyolite somehow. Get him! Oh, the damage. I don't need Ardun. Oh my god, the big lunacy. Let's do it. 160 additional damage to all of our units on the top line. Not all of our units, sorry, just the astrologers. And that'll be all that was written. Highlight locks us up. As soon as Dominion tries to fight, they'll be taken down for the audacity of having tried. Hell yeah, let's get the Paraffin Thug up on the top line as well, just so I can enjoy watching the fruit of its many labors. That's a big astrologer, damn it! That's a big astrologer! 521 by 3 in quick. Paraffin Thug just sweeping through, just, oh, it's so much money. You get to really do whatever you want. This was 100% like a wallet run. I just had so much money I could buy every super powerful upgrade. And eventually you just have too many upgrades for the game to deal with. And that's that right there. I really enjoy Abyssal Prism. That's a very, very, very fun relic. Have I got like max moon cycle? What's up? Oh, new personal record. Ardun's Battleborn Conduit gain 27. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Look at the rest of the numbers in the run. Those numbers were big, I promise. Let's jump back to the outpost, and I'm going to tell you that my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a secret playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. Top left is down below is YouTube recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next, and streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays out above the thanks in. A special thanks to this episode to Zoe. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we see you all next time.